Hello students, now we are going to start with our next topic, that is the properties of proportion. So we will talk about some of the properties of this proportion and then we will move on to the next exercise, that is exercise 7C. So the first property is called as a invertendo. Invertendo. So means we will reciprocal the things. So if this is given, means if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then this is invertendo, means we will reciprocal both the ratios. So B over A or B is to A is equal to D is to C. This property is called as a invertendo property. So means simply we are taking the reciprocal of both the sides. So means this means A over B equal to C over B. So now taking the reciprocal. So taking reciprocal. So we will get B over A equal to D over C. So means A over B equal to C over D. If it is given so, then we can reciprocal the given ratio and that does not affect the equality. Now the second property is alternando. So according to this property, if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then we will cross multiply the things. Means this means A over B equal to C over D. So the meaning of this is this, A over B. Now what we are doing is we are taking this from here to here and this from here to here. So this will give us A over C is equal to B over D. So if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A is to C is equal to B is to D. This property is called as the alternando, and this is obtained by simply cross multiplication, or means simply interchanging the position of D and C. Now the third property is componendo. So componendo is obtained by adding 1 on both the sides. Means if this is given for A over B equal to C over D, if I add 1 on both sides, then what I will get? So I will get A over B plus 1 equal to C over D plus 1. So this is not changing the equality. So now if I am taking the LCM, so then this will be A plus B over B is equal to C plus D over D. So this property is called as a componendo. Means so if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then it implies that A plus B is to B is equal to C plus D is to D. So this is called as componendo. And the next property is dividendo. So this is similarly obtained by subtracting 1. So at the place of addition we are doing subtraction. So then if A over B is equal to C over D, then this implies A minus B over B is equal to C minus D over D. So this is called as a dividendo. Or we can say that if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A minus B is to B is equal to C minus D is to D. So this is called as the dividendo property. So this is obtained by subtracting 1. Now the next property is combination of these two, componendo and dividendo. So that is called as componendo and dividendo. So this is a combination of both. So if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then this property is called as componendo and dividendo. Means A plus B over A minus B equal to C plus D over C minus D. And this will be mostly used in our exercise, and most of the times in our examination the question is asked on based on this property. So it is simply, or in short, we will write this as C and D. So we write it as C and D. So in the questions we will be using this. So now we have to talk about the applications of all these in our exercise. So now I'm taking some of the questions from our exercise. So let us take now the first question I'm taking from exercise 7C. So the question says, if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then we have to prove that. So we have to prove that this is the first part, 5A plus 7B over 5A minus 7B equal to 5C plus 7D over 5C minus 7D. So from here we have to reach at this point. So in two ways we can solve this. Means from here we can try to arrive here, or from the given things we can arrive here. So here this is given now. So I'm starting with the solution part and I will be straight away using the properties. So if here A over B is equal to C over D, 5 coefficient of A is 5 and coefficient of B is 7. And similarly on the right side the coefficient of C is 5 and coefficient of D is 7. So now I'm multiplying this given thing with 5 over 7. So now I will get 5A over 7B equal to 5C over 7D. Now I will apply C and D. So please remember we have to apply the things on both the sides. So means now I am applying componendo and dividendo. So this will give me 5A plus 7B over 5A minus 7B equal to 5C plus 7D over 5C minus 7D. So this is the way to use this. So means here most of the times the coefficient on both the sides will be similar to each other. Now based on this I will be taking very important question from your exercise. So now I'm taking question number 6. So the question is, I will try to solve it here on the new page. So the question is this: if x is equal to 6ab over a plus b, then we will have to find the value of x plus 3a over x minus 3a plus x plus 3b over x minus 3b. So now looking at these two, the numerator and the denominator, and similarly these, so what we observe is the coefficients of both the things are same. So now we will try to find this by using the property, means by using componendo and dividendo. Straight away also we can solve this, means by using x equal to 6ab over a plus b, we can substitute here on the left side on both the places, and on this in this, and also on both these places in this part, and then we can solve to find the things. But for the time being I will be using the properties of this proportion to solve this. So now I'm talking about question number 6, sorry. So the question says, this is given. So x is equal to 6 ab over a plus b, and we have to find the value of x plus 3a over x minus 3a plus x plus 3b over x minus 3b. So first I will find this value from the given thing. So have a look now. So in this part this is given. So I'm writing this as x is equal to 3a multiply 2b over a plus b. So now this 3a I am taking on the left side, so this will become x over 3a is equal to 2b over a plus b. Now I am applying c and d. So using c and d, so I will get x plus 3a over x minus 3a, that is equal to 2b plus a plus b over 2b minus a minus b. So on solving this we get x plus 3a over x minus 3a equal to 2b plus b is 3b plus b plus a, sorry, and 2b minus b is b minus a. Now I'm using it for the, I'm giving it to equation, giving name equation 1. Now similarly this can also be written as x is equal to, because here the terms are 3b, so this can also be written as 3b multiply 2a over a plus b. So similarly now I'm taking this here, so x over 3b equal to 2a over a plus b. Now I'm using C and D. So this will give me x plus 3b over x minus 3b, and on the right side we will get 2a plus b over 2a minus a minus b. So this gives us x plus 3b over x minus 3b is equal to 3a plus b over a minus b. Now I'm naming it as equation number 2. So now in the values that we have to find, I'm adding first and second, then I will get this value. So now adding first and second. So this will give us x plus 3a over x minus 3a plus x plus 3b over x minus 3b, and on the right side we will get 3b plus a over b minus a plus 3a plus b over a minus b. Now since the subtraction is not commutative, so if I am changing, this is b minus a and this is a minus b, so if I want to write this as b minus a, then I will have to take negative common, means this plus will change into minus to make the denominator same. So I am writing 3b plus a over b minus a minus 3a plus b over b minus a, means to change this to b minus a minus b to b minus a, then I will have to change the sign, or we can take minus common. Now we can take the LCM here, so this becomes 3b plus a minus 3a minus b over b minus b. Now this is equal to 3b minus b is 2b, and a minus 3a is minus 2a over b minus a. So now 2 is common from here, so therefore 2 is common, so this can be written as 2 multiply b minus a over b minus a. Now this b minus a will get cancelled with this, so answer is 2. So therefore we get x plus 3a over x minus 3a plus x plus 3b over x minus 3b is equal to 2. So this is our required answer. So the value of the given thing will be equal to this. So now I hope that you can try some of the questions from your exercise, but I will take one more question, that is question number 11th, very important. So now in question number 11th, question says using the properties of proportion we have to solve for x. So means we have to use the properties that we know, and then we will try to solve the value of x. We will have to find the value of x now. So I'm taking question number 11th. Question number 11. I'm taking the first part. This is given root of x plus 5 plus root of x minus 16 over root of x plus 5 minus root x minus 16, and that is equal to 7 over 3. Now in this part I am applying componendo and dividend. So I am applying C and D here. So in the componendo and dividendo part, we have to add this denominator once to the numerator, and then we will subtract the denominator from the numerator. Means I am writing numerator first. So this will be root of x plus 5 plus root of x minus 16 over root of x plus 5 plus root of x minus 16. So this numerator will be repeated first, then we will add the denominator. So this will be root of x plus 5 minus root of x minus 16, and now we have to subtract. This means we will change both these sign. So this will be minus root x plus 5, and this will be plus root x minus 16, and similarly on the right side 7 over 7. So this will be repeated, and the denominator will be added and then subtracted. So now from the numerator these two will get cancelled, and from the denominator these two will get cancelled. So what we will be getting is 2 root of x plus 5 over 2 root of x minus 16, that is equal to 7 plus 3 10, and 7 minus 3 is 4. So these 2 will get cancelled with this, and this can be written as 5 over 2, 1 dividing by 2. Now since square root is here, so to remove the square root I am squaring both sides. Now squaring both sides. So what I will get is x plus 5 over x minus 16 is equal to 25 over 4. Now I will apply component of dividend once again. So now applying C and D again. Now I will get, once again I am repeating numerator first, x plus 5 over x plus 5, and this will be added, means denominator will be added. So it will be x minus 16 minus x plus 16. So that will be equal to, on the right side, 25 plus 4 over 25 minus 4. Now from the numerator, x plus x, it is 2x, and 5 minus 16 is minus 11, and from the denominator these two will get cancelled. So 16 plus 5, so it is 21. 25 plus 4 is 29, and 25 minus 4 is 21. So now these two will get cancelled here. So here I am getting 2x minus 11 is equal to 29. Now in the next step, so 2x is equal to 29 plus 11. So that will be equal to 40. Now this will get cancelled. So therefore x is equal to 20 is our required answer. Now similarly, in the next one or two questions, we have to use the componendo and dividendo first, and then we can solve the question further. Now I hope that you can complete this exercise by yourself, and with this our syllabus is over, means our chapter number 7 is also over. Thank you. Have a nice day.